The Pan-Africanist Congress, the PAC, has launched its National Elections Manifesto at the Orlando Communal Arena in Soweto today. Now, the party's manifesto is set to focus on problems of the African people. SABC News reporter Ntebo is going to be joining us to unpack further. Ntebo, good afternoon. Of course, you are there in Soweto. You've been listening in on the back of the party president's manifesto launch. Talk to some of the main ideas that have been put forth. Talk to those who have come out in attendance as well, how it was received at launch.
Well, good afternoon and good afternoon to the viewers. Yes, indeed, the PAC president has just launched the PAC manifesto here in Soweto at the Orlando Communal Hall. This site is exactly where the PAC was formed on the 6th of April in 1959, to be precise, and they were like sort of tracing the footsteps of their forebears. You would recall this is a political party that was in parliament in 1994. It had around 5 parliamentary seats in parliament, and of course they found it to be really relevant for them to come here to sort of go down memory lane, try to reignite the interest of the majority of South Africans on the PAC. And of course, the president touched on a number of issues. For instance, one thing that people were like really interested to hear from him was the restoration of land, but above all, the reform of our judicial system. The judicial system that he says will sort of be relevant and applicable to the African conditions. But maybe he will be the relevant person to really unpack what does he mean when he says the judicial system that will be applicable, relevant to the African conditions. Without any waste of time, I would like to invite the president of the PAC, Ntebo Mokobo, just to sort of unpack what he says or what he presented to the PAC rank and file membership. Ntebo, you've presented your manifesto. Are you convinced that you've struck the right chord? Are you convinced that your message has found resonance with the rank and file membership of the PAC?
Oh yes, it is indeed, Ntebo. One, we came up with a very simple manifesto. A manifesto that must resonate very simple with the African people, with the masses. A manifesto that they will easily understand. We did not want to be here and try to improve on what the ruling party is doing. Hence, you did not hear us saying we're going to give a grant of 400 instead of 350, or this of that instead of this. We're not here to improve on what ANC is promising to do. We're here to present the Africanist manifesto of the PAC. Yes, it is going to be, they understand it. As you could see, this hall was packed to its capacity, and we're happy with that. Secondly, we really calling for the decolonization of the judicial system. Because as things stand, it's as if we are in Rome, and yet we are here in South Africa. You could see that we are still living in the past. You could see that even judges and magistrates, they still behave as if we are in those years. That's why you find it in a Soweto-speaking area, everybody is speaking English and have interpreters, when all of them can speak Soweto, from the judge up to the accused. So we really need to decolonize this justice system, decolonize this Roman statute, and go exactly for what the Judge Kloppe would call an African jurisprudence, so that the law judiciary must talk to the problems and to the African needs and African people. And of course, we have also called for compulsory and free and education, high quality education.